Hey everyone, I'm gonna give a second to let everyone get logged on here and just tell you a little bit about what I'm doing here. So just an update on what I've been working on. I've got a lot of projects going on with the Jeep and other things, overland and off-road related. So I thought I'd just key in here. It's the first time I've done a YouTube live, so hopefully it goes well. But yeah, I had a little girl born to us, so been very blessed with that, but haven't made the priority in editing some videos. I've got a ton of content on adventures that we've gone on, and just haven't had time to do a proper edit on the videos, so try to get to those at some point. But I got a lot of projects that I'm working on, and I'm also taking video on, so if you see anything that you want some more info on that looks interesting to you, put that in the comments so that way I can know, maybe make that a priority to get one of those videos out to you sooner. But yeah, so a little bit about what I'm doing with the Jeep and other things. I got some Overland trailers. I've got the Jeep with, I got a rear bumper, currently working on Rocksliders, so let's get into it. So hopefully get some more people jump in here soon. But yeah, so this is the Jeep, and I got a fisheye on here, so hopefully you can see everything. I've cut out the Rocksliders. The front of the Rocksliders was getting a little rusty in here, and it's just starting to show through. So it's Indiana snow and salt kind of getting to it. So I thought, hey, it's time to do this. I've been wanting to do this since I got the Jeep, but do some integrated Rocksliders. So I've cut it out, and then there's also a B-pillar that comes down a little bit, but it's fastened up here at the top, so that's pretty rigid and fastened in there. So I felt, semi-comfortable cutting that out. Some couch mechanic's gonna scream at me, but I cut that out, and it's just gonna be flush to where the top of the Rockslider is gonna hit. So, straight down impacts from the roof would hit and get support from the Rockslider that's going to be fastened in here well. So cut that out, and it's going to give me about 2 inches of clearance. So I cut out about 2 inches across the bottom, and then had to do a little bit of a triangle cut here in the support to then hammer this up, and I'm going to weld that all together. So yeah, you can see it a little better there maybe. Got a bit of a fuzzy on there or something. So yes, that's that. I've got the driver's side in. So that's what it's going to look like. I haven't gotten the I'm going to do an 1.5 inch tube, round tube, step side sliders on this. So sorry about the glare. So yeah, it's fastened in there nicely, and welded all across the below the door on the seam, and then even went in behind the quarter panel. I welded it in there. That was kind of tricky to get into, and then once I get this in place and get it wrapped up, I'm gonna weld the quarter panel to it. So you can see here, door seam, kick plate fastens in here. So weld that, ground it flush, and then I'm going to also then have an 1.5 inch tubular bar that comes out through here, and then I'm going to have some step plates, make it easier for standing on, getting my 5-foot wife in and out of the Jeep, and then also getting the rooftop tent open and closed, getting it covered and everything. So that'll be nice. But yeah, so I also used a plasma cutter and burnt some holes in around here to have a little bit more weld surface from the back side, and of course then welded across the bottom. I'm keeping a few gaps below, so that way if any water would seep in, it still can run out from the back side of the Rockslider. So show you here. Again, it's 3 by 5 inch square tubing, and then of course angled and capped the ends on it. And then the one end here, I tapped the tube and then put a bolt in there, so that way if I happen to get any water in here, then I have a drain plug. And I can't see it. Oh, there you go. There is a notch that I had to cut out here in the corner. That's the only place that it's open. I was hoping to make it sealed, but the easiest way to go around, get about it, is I've got this. This is the front seat belt bolt, and then there's this bend that I had to clear, so I notched out that tube to clear that. So I'm gonna be hopefully getting this other side in yet today, and then also start on bending the bars. Another project that I'm working on here is going to be rear bumper. This is a winter project, so I get a few of these other things done. So I got this from DIY Off-Road Products. So that's the company that I got the front bumper kit from. So I did a lot of modifications to the original design, made it a little more lower profile to the front, and then made some of these caps on both sides just to fill in the gaps, make it look a little prettier. And then of course did the bar work, and then yeah, added this light. And so yeah, that's what this one's gonna look like. And then it's got the hitch, because I've got an off-road trailer. First of all, I'll show you the first one. That this is one that I picked up from a friend, did a little bit of work to it, and then I'm just gonna resell it. If it doesn't sell yet this fall, this winter I'll put some bar work on the top here so someone could mount a rooftop tent, but gotta get lights and a license plate mount on there, and get a title, because it's a home-built trailer. And Indiana BMV can be a pain, but yeah, that's something we can hopefully get up for sale here in next couple weeks. And so yeah, so there's this bumper, and then my off-road trailer that I'm gonna keep. I got this. It's a CU Off-Road Max coupler. So it's a 3-axis swiveling coupler. So it pivots here, it pivots this way, and then this also swivels here. So this mounts into your typical hitch, where a hitch ball would mount, and then this slides in. So I'll have this receiver welded in the tongue of the trailer, and then you just put a hitch pin in and you can remove the whole setup. So that there's other methods that were cheaper, but you know, like $150 cheaper, but it would bang around all the time off-road and just be bang 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 all the time, and you know, that just drive me nuts after a while. So I thought, buy once, cry once. So hey, I'll take you around out back and show you that trailer that I was telling you about, the one that I'm working on. So this one I picked up south of Chicago from a guy, and he just got done painting it, putting all new wiring and lights on it, and I'm gonna end up repainting it and putting different lights on it. So, and he put a new on it, but it was gonna be too, because I'm putting a 30-inch by 9.5 15-inch wheels on this, and so I got some black steel wheels, and then those tall skinny tires, they're BFG all-terrain, gonna go on that. And my phone's about to die, so I'm gonna try and make this. And yeah, so I've got this. I welded this new mount on, and then I'm going to have 2 more of these that's going to mount on the back corners, so that way if I disconnect the Jeep I can level it out and leave the tent set up, because I'm going to do a tent rack on top. And then I'm also going to have a couple more of these mounts, so that way I could disconnect one of these from the back of the trailer and then maybe mount it here, somewhere it's up and out of the way when off-roading. Also going to make some new fenders. These are all busted up. I'm going to do a tubular bar from this corner to the fender corner to kind of give a push bar, and then tubular with plating, of course, for the fender, so that way I can bounce off trees if need be. And I got a level on here so I can level out the trailer, but haven't really done much to this. And I've got a method. I'm going to try to use some gas-powered struts so I can have the tent a little lower in transport, but then when I get to camp, pull the pins, and then the struts help lift it up to full height, so that way it'll clear our heads if we have a tent annex loaded up. But I'm going to extend this receiver out somehow and make it longer, so that way when I do my swing out tire carrier on the Jeep, I clear it and open up the tire carrier all the way. So it's a drop tailgate. I've got some spring pins. Alright, I guess I'm about to die. Hey, see y'all. Hope this update is helpful, and hope to get some more content out to you soon. Later. How do you end this?